Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another soulful episode of Are We On Air? Today, we are joined by one of the most distinctive voices of our generation, a true soul man of our time, and his name is Leon Bridges. Leon and I dove deep into his love affair with the 70s, his Western style, late night R&B slow jams, his roots in dancing, and his overall Texan touch. From Bobby Womack to Krung Bin to my personal favorite desert blues band, Tina Ven. His DNA is as vast as the Lone Star sky. We talked fashion, family, heartbreak, vinyl, Sade, and why Drew Hill's beauty still hits hard. And yes, the highlight of this convo was an a cappella version of Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come by Leon himself. Goosebumps alert live on Sunset. So, pour yourself something smooth and join us as we slow dance our way through Leon's world. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube, Spotify, and Apple channels at Are We On Air? And for our latest shenanigans, sign up to our guest list at areweonair.com. Well, Leon Bridges, welcome to Are We On Air?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, what a pleasure to have you here. We're here at the Discotheque on Sunset. Hey, how's it going? I mean, oh my God, look at those shoes.
Appreciate it.
Matchy with the color and the gloves. I like it. Well, I guess we go straight into it because I love a lot of things about you. Obviously, your sound, but also you have a certain style of a certain era, which I think we share and a lot in common. And why don't we start talking about style before the music? What are your references? Who are your style icons? How do we end up here?
So being from Texas, I really try to pull from 70s, Western fashion. I would kind of define my style as kind of retro-futuristic,
I love it. Did you have, growing up, some icons that you were looked up to that this is the vibe?
I kind of gravitated towards R&B music from the 90s and 2000s. And so, try to emulate Usher and Genuine. So I try to bring in the leathers and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that kind of
clearly
reflects that.
I like it. Nice. Yeah. Those were the days. Well, but here at Are We On Air, we're trying to discover what the soundtrack to your life is. And why don't we start with what's your earliest significant musical memory that shaped you as an artist?
I would say I really love Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Oh, wow.
I have memories of, my mother when we would take road trips to New Orleans. My family's from New Orleans, and she would play Sign Your Name. Yeah, I really love the backstory behind that. I think he said he was inspired by Sade, and he kind of had a dream, about Sade, and that's kind of what sparked the song, and so that's what it is for me.
Dude, we love a Sade for sure.
Oh man,
the queen.
Absolutely. That's
talking about, have you met your heroes? You were just asking me. I'm she's the number one, probably top number one over there. But the enigma. What Sade track shall we play?
You gotta rock with By Your Side.
Oh, we love By Your Side.
You think I'd leave your side, baby? Better than that. Think I'd leave you down when you're down on your knees. I wouldn't do that. I'll tell you you're right when you want.
I know it's very difficult, but who is Leon Bridges in 3 songs?
I would roll with Bobby Womack, Fly Me to the Moon.
Ooh. Has a Bobby Womack Fly Me to the Moon?
Yeah, I really love that rendition. I think like Frank Sinatra, like initially,
yeah.
The way Bobby sang it, like in like the arrangement, like it's like super unique. I also love I'll Never Leave You Lonely by Roy C. And yeah, I got to roll with You Remind Me by Usher.
Yeah. The dance sequence in the middle of it, though. You remember when he was at that Lambo and then the water and the rain, actually? Like.
Yeah, I remember, like, when that dropped, like, I wanted to, like, sing like Usher and, like, and his fashion inspired me.
Listen. See, the thing about you that caught my eye is the same thing that makes me change my mind. Kinda hard to explain, but girl, I'll try. You need to sit down, this may take a while. See this girl, she sorta looks just like you. She even smiles just the way you do. So innocent she seemed, but I was fooled. I'm reminded when I look at you, but you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Won't believe it, baby. She put me through.
Talking about dancing, because you also studied dancing, right? Or dance?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did for a little bit. I initially started like doing like hip hop stuff, and then in college, like I studied like a little bit of ballet and jazz and modern dance, and that was like kind of like what inspired me, like
to dive deeper into that.
Yeah. That's kind of like what sparked like my love for guitar and like fashion.
Oh, really? Wow. So learning, studying, understanding the movement of a body, did that also have an influence? Not only when you perform today, because obviously there's beautiful movements when you perform, but also in the way you record and sing, like the actual sound of the music. Does that openness have an effect on that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think shout out to my dance teacher, Gypsy, who...
What a great name.
She put me on, like, we would like do choreography, like this, like so much eclectic music. And I think like all that music that we were, dancing to, like really shaped, just the way I write, and I feel like a lot of that stuff, like just kind of, it was like in the subconscious and like kind of bled into the music.
Do you have like a track that you love performing to, or still do actually? Like something that actually works with your movements naturally, I guess?
I mean, have you ever heard Coco Rosie?
I love Coco Rosie.
It's crazy.
It's so funny you bring this up. Because they just released a new track. I just received like a new, just like a promo email like this morning. I was like, oh my God, what? Because this is one of those names. It's like 2010s probably, and there. Yeah. It's so funny you bring it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, before I got into soul music, I had a whole era where I was listening to a lot of indie music, and I mean, and all that is like attribute that to my dance teacher. But There's a song called By Your Side. I think like they would have like a dude, like in the production, it was like a dude that was like beatboxing, and they had kind of like soulful vocals over that. You know?
Wow, I love that. That's so sick.
I just wanted to be your housewife. All I wanted was to be your housewife. I'll iron your clothes, I'll shine your shoes, I'll make your bed and cook your food. I'll never cheat, I'll be the best girl you'd ever meet.
Talking about your sound, and that sound. Now we're talking. That's a real sound, okay? And futuristic. What I love about your records, there's obviously this element of nostalgia in there, and the sound, again, resonates with me very much. And there are not many contemporary artists that I really enjoy listening to over and over again. You're one of them.
Thank you.
But you managed, but each album has its own flavor, right? There's a continuous connection, but everyone has its own flavor. So how do you develop your sound and still stay true to your DNA as an artist in general?
Yeah, I mean, I always, I feel like I can't do, the same thing twice.
Yeah.
I think like all the artists that I look up to, they've always like reinvented themselves in their music. I just love like the full spectrum of music and especially R&B. And so like, I really, just try to change it up and switch it up with each album. And, being from Texas, it's like the duality of like, we love country music, but also chopped and screwed in R&B. So I really try to incorporate, all those sounds in the music.
And from your latest album, Leon, what track shall we play?
My favorite track on that album is a song I dedicated to my sister.
Oh.
She's like my biggest supporter, and I really love how she's blossomed.
What does she do?
She's a hairstylist, but
that's sick.
Well, she does my hair, but like
that's why it looks so good.
No.
I feel the love. I feel the love in the hair.
But that's my dog. Shout out to Ivy. Sure.
Shout out. Talking about Paris, Texas. Paris, Texas. That's why.
Have you been to Paris, Texas?
No, I have not.
But I didn't even know there was like a city in Texas called Paris for the longest.
But you've seen the movie, Wim Wenders, Paris, Texas. Have you watched?
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch it. That's an iconic. Yeah. I think we might even have a book here. It's an iconic imagery and fantastic movie by Wim Wenders. But other guests of the show, friends of our show, Krung Bin, were also from Texas.
Man,
and you've done amazing records and tracks with them. Fantastic music, actually. How did that come together?
Yeah, so we went on tour in 2018. We did the show in Nebraska, and Laura, she like sent me like an instrumental like track that they were working on, and prior to getting on stage, like wrote a few lyrics and like recorded. It was a song called Ghetto Honeybee that ended up on my album, but recorded a few lyrics to it and sent it back to him, and that's kind of how everything transpired. So I, went down to Houston, Texas, and we got in the studio, and I love how everything came out.
Ghetto honeybee, I wanna feel your sting. Your body on my body's where you belong. Let me whisper freaky things on the phone. A sweet paradise in my bedroom, and wanna bend on you till the roof starts crooning. And I'll be laying by your side till the morning. You hum over me. Your flowers so sweet. You flow so naturally. You always be my queen. The way you...
The Texan sound. I like it a lot. Any musicians out of Texas that you would recommend that we should discover?
Oh, for sure. I mean, shout out to my good friend Charlie Crockett, Abraham Alexander, Brandon Marcel. I love Big X. I mean, everybody knows about Big X, but yeah, those are some guys that people should look for.
And we'll add all the tracks later onto your playlist, so I'll let you curate the playlist, of course. Talking about playlists and records, tracks? Do you collect records, vinyl?
Yeah, I try to. You know, when I'm traveling, you know, I try to like get some dope vinyl. I was recently in New Orleans for the Super Bowl and
to watch or actually perform, or
yeah. So I did a event for Bodie, like GQ. They were celebrating like one of my favorite designers, Bodie, and then we went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, sick.
It's just kind of surreal, you know.
I can only imagine.
So,
well, soon you'll be performing the halftime show. I have no doubt. Too much pressure.
Yeah. Totally.
I mean, you gotta have nerves of steel for that.
Like Kendrick Lamar, who's like one of the greatest MCs in my opinion, and you know, there was still just like so much negativity like surrounding that, and I'm like,
you cannot win.
He killed it, in my opinion.
What Kendrick track shall we play? What's your favorite Kendrick track?
Oh, I think is it Man in the Garden?
Maybe.
I think so.
Twice emotional stability, a sound body and tranquility. I deserve it all. Like minds and less enemies. Stock investments, more entities. I deserve it all. VVS's white diamonds, GNX with the seat back reclining. I deserve it all. Put my homes on the beachfront. Flying private, what you eat for lunch. I deserve it all. The respect and the accolades. Lamping on the island, watching Castaway. I deserve it all. For every good that passed away, sent 2.5 million on the average day. I deserve it all. Keep my name by the world leaders. Keep my crowds loud inside a beast. I deserve it all. More money, more power, more freedom. Everything heaven allowed us. I deserve it all.
And from your travels when you collect records, because just like I do the same thing. Actually, I was talking about this with Laura Frank Bin about this as well. Because one thing that draws me to their sound as well, you can give it many names, world music and global pop and so forth. They call it earth music, which I love.
Yeah.
Because there's no boundaries. It's like music and sounds from around the world. You know, that's why I think their compilations and all that they put together is fantastic. What records did you pick up on your road that kind of stuck with you, or even just one track?
Yeah, I mean, there was one, I guess, a moment I was like randomly in Atlanta, and I think I kind of heard on the radio that there was this band called Tenarian that were...
Which one?
Tenarian.
Oh, Tenarian.
Yeah, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, fantastic. From Desert Blues, basically.
Yeah.
Not Mali. I don't think they're not. I think from Niger. I think. But anyway, yeah.
They were like playing. I think at I can't remember the venue, but I was able to like see their show.
Incredible, no?
And I mean, it was
one of the greatest live shows I've ever seen.
Man,
so hypnotic. Exactly. It's like a trance.
Totally. Yeah. And I would say like, you know, like their sound like really inspired like this song called Peaceful Place that's on my most current album, and you know, definitely try to pull inspiration from that like kind of desert blues. So,
I used to walk on the darker side, rain in my eyes, rain in my eyes. Though I was stoned on the inside, I felt alone, I felt so alone. I'm in a peaceful place. I found something no one can take away. I'm in a peaceful place now. I'm in a peaceful place.
To go slightly more intimate, what's your go-to falling in love or heartbreak song?
A falling in love song. I really love Beauty by this band called Drew Hill. I think it's one of the greatest songs ever wrote, and you know, just as you know, as a kid in the in the 90s, 2000s, like, you know, I loved like the whole boy band.
Drew Hill was the shit.
You know,
I mean, come on. Cisco, let's go. That's sick.
Sorry, didn't notice you there. Then again, you didn't notice me. So we'll remain passers-by until the next time we speak. I hope that I can make you mine, for another man steals your heart. And once your beauty is mine, I swear we will never
And when you're not falling in love, but you're heartbroken, what's your go-to heartbreak song?
Is it Heartbreak Hotel? No, I was playing.
Very close, actually.
Too obvious. Right. Now that's
so to my head now.
Heartbreak. How does it go? I'm like singing the melody.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go with Heartbreak Hotel.
There you go. Why not? What's the first thing that came to your mind? I mean, why not?
Just take a walk down lonely street to Heartbreak Hotel, where you will be so lonely, baby. Well, you'll be lonely. You'll be so lonely you could die. Crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry. It's so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die.
And after the heartbreak, when you're out and about, walking down Sunset Boulevard, and you're feeling super sexy, what's the sexiest song?
Ooh, I love Getting to the Party Life by Little Beaver. I always like envision like my dad in the 70s, like, you know, getting a shred on, you know, to that song. One thing I love is like R&B guys like in the 70s that like played guitar, and Little Beaver is like one of those, along with Bobby Womack and some other guys. But yeah, I'll go with Getting to the Party Life by Little Beaver.
When you're blue, you got nothing to do. Get to the party line.
Love it. Could you give me a few bars of your beautiful, soulful voice?
Mm-hmm. What's up? Let me think a song. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard to live it, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there on the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Wow.
Sorry, Sam.
Don't make me cry in the middle of the street. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Wow, thank you. The perfect outro was already done. You can't top this. Well, Leon Bridges, thank you so much for being on air with us.
Bro.
What a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
To live over. Girl, I wanna go to the same school. Oh, the one we used to go to. If I had my life, all to live over. I wanna make love in the schoolyard.
Thank you for tuning in this week. If you want to listen to the full playlist, visit areweonair.com or our Spotify channel. You can also find us on Instagram and on YouTube at areweonair. And a big thank you to my wonderful team at Studio Neu. I'm Armand Nafei, and I'll speak to you soon.